We're going to discuss the capability of taking multiple Excel data, which is in multiple columns. In this case, when this got exported from the internet database that we use, you'll see that the owner address was in one, the directional is another column, the street type, and then potentially the apartment number, followed by the city, state, and zip. But as you know, in the normal address, all this needs to be combined. So how do we do that? So what we're going to do is we're going to copy these 5 columns. You can do right-click, copy. I suggest, for simplicity, you want to put a new worksheet. It's the easiest way to do it. So on this page, if you do Insert Worksheet, you'll see a new sheet opens up on the bottom. Here's our original data. We can tab over here. We go up to A1 and we paste it in. You can right-click and hit Paste. Now we have all our data. But we want to combine all this. So how do we do that? So I'll just expand this column. So you want to, in the cell that you want your data to be the output, you start and you click. The first thing you want to do is create the formula. And here's the formula. It's in essence the same concept as doing math. All formulas in Excel must start with either an equal sign or a plus sign. So we're going to say plus, and we want cell A2, and in this case it's blank, but we're going to set a formula now that we can copy down for the entire spreadsheet. So you use the ampersand, which is Shift 7. Now, between each bit of data, we need to enter a space, and the formula is basically quote marks, space, so you get the space bar, quote marks. That will create a space between each set of data. Hit the and sign again, then we can click on cell B2, go back up, hit and, quote, space, quote, so again to create another space, hit the and sign, C2, and, quote, space, quote, and hopefully you're getting the hang of this. The next cell, go back up here, hit the and sign one more time, quote, space, quote, the and sign, and then our last cell. And then hit enter, and voila, it worked. So that's what we have. So that's the output cell. We'll stretch this out just to give it more space. And now what you can do is we want to have the same formula copied out. There's multiple ways of doing it. One way is you can just right-click, hit copy, and if you click on the next cell down, hold the shift key down, and then the arrow, and drag it down. A little too far. Once you have highlighted enter, you'll see all our addresses came in. Now this is good. Now you can see all these cells that were here, that were pieces, were all placed into one large column. But that's only part of the battle. As you can see, if you click on cell F2 up in the menu bar, this is actually a column. And you need to now convert this formula, because in essence these are formulas, into data. So the easiest way to do that is click on F. So now the whole column is highlighted. You right-click and hit copy. And then you go in the same place, back on F, hit right, but you want to do paste special. Special is the value, so we just want the results. Say OK. Just make sure you're at the top and hit enter on your keyboard. And now you can see you get the same data here, but now you have strictly the output. So that's step 1 and 2. But again, to take this a step further, we now need to have this case sensitive, meaning in our addresses, we're not going to have all capital letters. So how do we now convert all caps into proper case-sensitive letters? So we have to make another formula. We're just going to stretch out a bit. Now in this cell, again, it's a formula, so we're going to say equal, and the formula is proper. Proper. Open parentheses, click on the cell, close parentheses, and hit enter. And now it makes it case sensitive. Now this thing isn't 100% perfect, because what it does, it only capitalizes the first letter. In this case, we want place to be capitalized, so you get lowercase pl. But so there will be some human element, but at least you'll get 99% of it done. The same concept again. This place, I'm going to show you another way you can copy. You can, if you drag the bottom corner and just drag down, and hit enter, you can see now all the words are case sensitive. And again, now this is a formula, don't forget. So let's go back up to the top. Although it says 8392 Dominica Place, if you look up on the formula bar, it still says it's still a formula. So what we have to do is what we just did before. Highlight the column, right click, copy, right click again, paste special, click on values, say OK, click on the top, say enter, and now we have taken pieces of an address and converted it to one line or one cell and made it case sensitive. The only thing you'll have to now do is just look through and find where PL, you should probably go through manually, just kind of eyeball a few, and just make a capital PL, drive, and so on down the course. And here's another example where it has NE for Northeast. You have to go through and just manually change it. But the vast majority of the words that you need to change are now have all been changed for you.